Hi everyone, welcome back to Speak Easy English. Today we will talk about going to the pharmacy, asking for medicine, and how to describe simple symptoms naturally.
Hi, Emma. Hi, everyone. I am happy to be here. Pharmacies can feel confusing when you are in a new place, so this topic is very useful.
Yes, and we will keep this light and real. I will explain a few words when needed, and we will practice a couple of short lines together. If you find this helpful, please like the video and subscribe to Speak Easy English.
I already liked and subscribed. That really helps the channel.
Great! Let us start with the first thing you might say when you walk into a pharmacy. A casual opener is, "Excuse me, can you help me find something?" The tone is polite but normal, like talking to a neighbor.
I remember my first time in a foreign city. I walked into a big pharmacy and felt lost. I said that line, and a kind pharmacist pointed me to the cold medicine aisle. That small help saved my day.
Nice memory, Jack. Try saying that with me once, just to get the rhythm. "Excuse me, can you help me find something?"
Excuse me, can you help me find something?
Good. Now, when you have symptoms, short, direct lines work best. For example, "I have a sore throat," or "I have a headache." These are simple and clear.
One time, I had a sore throat before a meeting. I was nervous, but I went to a pharmacy and said, "I have a sore throat." The pharmacist suggested a lozenge and a warm drink. I felt better.
That is the kind of natural help you get. A small note, lozenge is a small candy or tablet that soothes the throat. Say lozenge slowly. Lozenge helps the throat.
Lozenge helps the throat.
Good. Now, a useful way to ask for help with a symptom is, "Do you have anything for a sore throat?" Or, "Can you recommend something for a headache?" These are short and polite.
I like the second one. When I ask that, the pharmacist sometimes asks a few questions to be safe.
Right. When you ask for a recommendation, the pharmacist will often ask about allergies or other medicines you take. A quick reply is, "I'm allergic to name," or "I'm taking name for my blood pressure." Always tell them about allergies.
My cousin has a severe allergy to penicillin, and she always tells every health worker. It is very important.
Yes. If you need to say that, try, "I'm allergic to penicillin." That helps keep the conversation clear.
I'm allergic to penicillin.
Good. Now, some people prefer short practice lines, but we will keep them few so it sounds natural. Try one more with me. "Do you have anything for a cough?"
Do you have anything for a cough?
Perfect. Now, let us cover different kinds of coughs and quick vocabulary. You can say, "I have a dry cough," or "I have a wet cough with phlegm." The word phlegm means mucus in your throat or chest, and it helps the pharmacist choose the right treatment.
I learned that word when I had a winter cough. Saying dry or wet helps a lot.
Yes. Repeat those two short descriptions now in your head if you like. "I have a dry cough." "I have a wet cough with phlegm."
I have a dry cough. I have a wet cough with phlegm.
Good. Now, fever is another word you may use. If you say, "I have a fever," or "I feel very hot," the pharmacist may advise a thermometer or recommend seeing a doctor if it's high.
When I had a fever while traveling, the pharmacist asked me to check my temperature and suggested rest in fluids until I could see a doctor. That was helpful and calm.
Quick vocabulary note, fever means your body temperature is higher than normal. Say fever. Fever means higher body temperature.
Fever means higher body temperature.
Now, let us talk about specific requests for medicine. If you want a pain reliever, you can say, Do you have something for a headache? Or, I need a pain reliever for a headache. The pharmacist may ask, do you prefer something mild or strong?
I remember the first time I asked that, the pharmacist explained the differences and suggested a mild option because I had no other medicines then.
That is good practice. Also, over-the-counter means you can buy it without a prescription. If someone says over-the-counter medicine, they mean no prescription is required.
Over the counter, no prescription needed. That is a useful phrase.
Now, a quick example of a short interaction. You could say, excuse me, I have a headache. Do you have anything you recommend? The pharmacist might reply, do you take any other medicines? Or are you allergic to anything? Then you answer truthfully.
I once had a simple exchange like that, and the pharmacist even wrote a small note for me about how many times to take it.
Speaking of which, dosage is the amount and frequency of a medicine. If you are unsure, say, how often should I take this? That is important for safety.
I learned the hard way to ask about dosage. I once took a pill more times than needed because I did not ask. Now I always ask.
Practice the safety question with me. How often should I take this?
How often should I take this?
Nice. Now, another real moment is asking about medicines for children or for pregnant women. You can say, is this safe for children or is this safe for pregnant women? These are short and clear questions, and pharmacists will give careful answers.
My sister was pregnant once, and she always asked before taking anything. It made me feel safer to know she checked first.
Good habit. Now let us cover stomach problems. If you have stomach pain, say, I have stomach pain or I feel nauseous. Nauseous means you feel like you might vomit.
Nauseous. I remember that word from when I had motion sickness on a long bus ride. Saying that word helped the pharmacist choose an anti-nausea option.
Say nausea slowly. Nausea means feeling sick to the stomach.
Nausea means feeling sick to the stomach.
Now, a few lines about simple non-medicine items you might need. You can ask, do you have a thermometer? Or do you have cough drops? Or can I get a box of bandages? These items are helpful to have at home.
I bought a thermometer once at a pharmacy, and it was very useful to check my fever during the night.
If you need a bandage, you can say, can I get a box of bandages, please? That is short and natural.
Can I get a box of bandages, please?
Now, a slightly longer but natural question you may use, could you show me the label, or could you explain the instructions? The pharmacist can read the label and tell you how to take the medicine.
Once a pharmacist wrote a short schedule for me, telling me morning and evening doses. That made it easier to remember.
Practice one more time. Could you explain the instructions on the box?
Could you explain the instructions on the box?
Great. Now, safety again. If someone has a serious reaction like difficulty breathing or swelling, call emergency services immediately. In the United States, call 911, and in other countries, use the local emergency number.
I have seen training about this. If a reaction is serious, always call emergency services and get professional help.
Say the emergency line with me. Call emergency services if someone has difficulty breathing. Call 911 in the United States.
Call emergency services if someone has difficulty breathing. Call 911 in the United States.
Now a short real story to keep this natural. One time, a friend called me and said she had a very bad sore throat and felt feverish. I told her to go to a pharmacy to check symptoms and to see a doctor if the fever was high. The pharmacist recommended rest, fluids, and a simple throat lozenge. She felt better the next day.
I had a similar moment when I had a stomach issue after eating on a trip. I went to a pharmacy, described that I had cramps and felt nauseous, and the pharmacist gave me a mild antacid and advice to drink clear fluids. I felt calmer, and it helped.
Those kinds of small, real interactions are exactly what we want you to be ready for. Keep the language simple and honest, and the pharmacist will help.
Also, be patient with accents and be clear with short sentences. That helps both sides.
Now a practical phrase for prescriptions. If you have a prescription, say, I have a prescription from my doctor, or my doctor prescribed this medicine. The pharmacist will ask to see the prescription and prepare it.
I had antibiotics once, and the process was new to me. The pharmacist told me how many days to take them and warned about possible side effects.
Side effects are unwanted reactions from a medicine. If you feel an unusual symptom after taking a medicine, stop and ask your doctor or pharmacist.
I felt dizzy one time after a new medicine, and I called my doctor right away. It was a minor side effect, but I stopped until I got advice.
Now, a few lines for pain and pickup. The pharmacist may say, "It will be ready in 10 minutes," or "You can pick it up this afternoon." You can ask, "When will it be ready?" or "Can I pick it up later?"
I once had to pick up a prescription later because I was at work. That was fine, and the pharmacist held it until I arrived.
Practice pickup lines naturally. When will it be ready? Can I pick it up this afternoon?
When will it be ready? Can I pick it up this afternoon?
Now, a small mid-episode reminder. If you are finding this useful, please like the video and subscribe to Speakeasy English so you do not miss new everyday conversations.
I will like and subscribe, and I will check the comments to see other people's stories.
Thanks, Jack. Now a short role play, but keep it natural. I will be the customer and you be the pharmacist, Jack. I will say, "Excuse me, I have a sore throat and a low fever. What do you suggest?"
Excuse me, I have a sore throat and a low fever. What do you suggest? I would check if you have other symptoms, and then I might suggest a lozenge and rest and recommend a doctor if the fever gets higher.
That was great. Now flip roles. Jack, you were the customer. Say, "Excuse me, I have stomach cramps and I feel nauseous. What can I take?"
Excuse me, I have stomach cramps and I feel nauseous. What can I take? A pharmacist may suggest a mild antacid or an anti-nausea medicine and advise to drink small sips of water.
Perfect. Keep it friendly and honest. Now a couple of short practice lines to use when you actually visit a pharmacy, but we keep them few so it still feels like a real conversation. Repeat quietly with me. "Excuse me, do you have anything for a sore throat? I am allergic to penicillin. Please note that. How often should I take this medicine?"
Excuse me, do you have anything for a sore throat? I am allergic to penicillin. Please note that. How often should I take this medicine?
Excellent. Now we will cover one last natural example, asking about interactions. You can say, "Is this safe with my other medicine?" or "Could this interact with my blood pressure medicine?" The pharmacist can check and make sure it is safe.
That saved me once because I take a daily vitamin and the pharmacist checked interactions before I took a new medicine.
Practice that line. "Is this safe with my other medicine?"
Is this safe with my other medicine?
Now near the end, a final friendly note. If you have minor symptoms, try rest, fluids, and simple over-the-counter options. But if symptoms are serious or get worse, see a doctor quickly.
That is sensible advice. Small steps first, then professional care if needed.
Before we finish, one last reminder. If this episode helped you, please like the video and subscribe to Speakeasy English, and tell a friend who might find this useful.
I will share it and read the comments to learn how people in other places ask for medicine.
One more quick question for our listeners. How do people ask for medicine at the pharmacy where you live? Tell us in the comments. We love to hear your stories and tips.
I will read your comments and reply when I can. Thanks everyone for practicing with us today.
Bye for now and stay safe when you need medicine.
Goodbye everyone.